We're going to reach into the comments from viewers folder today, and I see that I've got a comment from Stephen that I'd like to address. Stephen says, Craig, at my job, I have felt, maybe for the last month, that I'm ready for my first leadership position. The lead on my shift told me that he has seen how much I've improved in the past weeks, and that I need to stop being insecure and continue driving forward, shoring up my weaknesses. Well, first thing I'd like to say, Stephen, is congratulations on your improvement. I'm glad that your supervisor has seen your progress and your potential. I'd like to talk a little bit about that last comment that you made, shoring up your weaknesses. If by that you think your supervisor is suggesting that you work on your weaknesses only up to the point where they don't interfere with your performance, then I would agree with them. If in fact they're suggesting, like a lot of managers do, that you take your weaknesses and turn them into strengths, I would disagree with that. And let me tell you why. In my leadership courses, when teaching managers how to help employees with their performance through performance management, I suggest they read a book titled Soar with Your Strengths by Clifton and Nelson. In the book, they talk all about strengths and weaknesses, and what they suggest is to take your strengths and improve them and manage your weaknesses. Now, what they mean by manage weaknesses is either develop them only to a point where they're not interfering with your performance, or you find some other way to handle them, maybe by delegating them or finding somebody to help you work with them, some way where they are not interfering with your performance, and it may not necessarily be developing them. And there's a lot of ways that they suggest in the book to do that. You know, basically this is an example of the old 80-20 principle, where you want to put forth 20% of effort to get 80% of gain, as opposed to the opposite, which is I got to put forth 80% of effort to only get 20% of gain. So let's go back to the first one. How do I put in 20% of effort and get 80% of gain? I work with my strengths, things that already come easy to me. So it's easy for me to put a little bit more work into them and get a lot of gain out of that. Obviously, the flip side of that is with weaknesses, you got to put a tremendous, something you don't do well, you got to put a tremendous amount of work into it to make even a small gain. So I would suggest that you manage your weaknesses and work on improving your strengths. Another suggestion I have for you, Stephen, is you said that you would be interviewing for your first leadership position. So I would think it would be wise now, while you're an individual contributor, to start working on your leadership skills, because you're going to be needing them day one when you get into leadership. The other thing about the shoring up your weaknesses is, depending on how long it's going to be before you interview for leadership, your weaknesses as an individual contributor may not even affect your job as a leader when you get there. As a matter of fact, that's a great way to answer a weakness question. Tell me something that you're not good at, and basically you don't say this the same way I'm saying it, but essentially what you're saying is, yeah, I've got this area I'm not that good in, but don't worry about it, because when I get into leadership, I won't be doing it. It's an individual contributor responsibility, not a leadership responsibility. So Stephen, work on developing your strengths, making them even better, and manage your weaknesses. That'll get you further in your career. For more tips on interviewing, check out my brand new book and online course, both titled I Got the Job. I'll put links in the description below. If you like this video, please click the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. That really helps us out. I want to see you back here next Tuesday when I post my next video. Till then, stay safe. Have a great week. See ya.